Good morning, my dear gardeners. Look at these blooms. On one side, I'm happy that everything is watered well. We had severe thunderstorm last night, but at the same time, all these blooms are kind of pushed down. Look at the blooms, right? So I came out today in the morning to relax in this quiet space because this is not sunny yet. And I looked at all this and I said, my roses, they do have other plants. So I'm going to deadhead today, straighten up, look around and generally spend time with you. A wonderful quiet garden time. And look at Katrina Rose. Katrina Rose stood her grounds against the rain. All the blooms are not falling, not a single one fell down. There is generally a lot of stuff on the ground. So let's give it a good, nice clean, deadhead this, pay attention to all the plants. My Katrina Rose is displaying this bold corner here. I don't understand why. Last year I did the same. Okay, here we have a beautiful stem going all the way down from the bottom. Very nice. So I'm going to train it right here. And you should hear all the buzzing of bees. You know how they go inside the flower and then they create that buzzing sound? I love it. And Katrina, out of all the roses, maybe because of its wild nature, it attracts the most pollinators. And this all is wet still, right? Sun is not here yet, and already all the bees are going after the flowers. Ooh, look at this. All the wetness still here. Oh, beautiful. So generous nature can be. I'm going to add a little bit of water to my water fountain, and it's a little bit crooked, so let me adjust it. All right, this is better. Birds do love to come here and drink from this water fountain, and in the morning when the weather is nice and dry, so everything is dry here around the table, I see splashes of water everywhere. It means birds were drinking and bathing in this water here, which is so cute. So what I did different about this water fountain, I think it's an improvement. I took away all the wild strawberry weeds because they were not taking heat here very well, because this area gets very hot during the day. And then I borrowed from my neighbors hens and chicks. Very alien looking plant when it is in bloom, and she has a whole little plantation of them producing babies to no end. So look at this. What I like about hens and chicks, the way they kind of mold themselves into the space which you give them. All these rosettes are facing whichever direction and happily producing all sorts of little guys. So I spread them around in hopes that they're going to grow fast. And when I'm tugging on the roots, I feel that they're anchored into the ground. So it takes them several days and they are ready to go. Also, little fairy tale presents, which makes it so cute to have dinners around this water fountain. I introduced a little chair here and red mushrooms. A very successful project, I must say. By the way, here's the video how I made it. Right now, the sun is not shining on it, so you can see the bubbles are small. But what I did, I didn't put any heads whatsoever on this water fountain because I wanted that quiet splashing of water, just slight bubbling, and looks like it's working here. And I'm going to take care after two plants today. So here is Angelina sedum, which was growing near my arch, side arch. I don't like how it looks in its old age, so it's time to take cuttings and replant them back. And here we have a pot which was happily growing on my side windowsill. I'm going to shapen it up, straighten it up. It needs a little bit of deadheading. So this purple verbena, I like how variegated it is. It has a nice place there with the sun. And then we have two calibrachoas here. Let's see what their names. Superbell's Grape Punch and Superbell's White. Although where is white here? One white. white calibrachoa is a little bit lost here, maybe too much competition going on in one pot. I just fertilize them. And this purple calibrachoa, what I like about calibrachoa, it doesn't really need to be deadheaded. Well, verbena does on a little scale. It can live without deadheading, but still eventually the pots do look kind of old, spent. Like here, look at this. This is white and pink verbena. I need to go in and deadhead it too. All right, so this is looking good. And instead of this Angelina sedum, I bought purple calibrachoa, but in one big container, and I think there are several plants. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to separate those and plant on both sides of my arch, and maybe a lantern at night, one of those solar lanterns. We will see. Okay, this is going back on its place. Let me shake it up. Whew. All right, and let it grow here. Oh, what a mess. Now, this one. Let me look for a good pot to put it in, and it will go into a good sun. So I'm taking all these little guys out. And we'll plant them quite densely into a new pot. You see there are already roots being slightly established there. And Angelina is very easy to root. Here we go. Nice, nice. A little bit more. And here we go. All right, let me get some nice pot from the garage. I mixed a little bit of coarse sand with this soil. What is this here? Some roots. Hopefully Angelina is not really picky. It's going to be fine here. Let me just put it in. And very quickly it will perk up and will start growing. Okay, already, oh, and a little buggy got stuck in between. All right, playing dead. That's fine. I'm going to put it into the sun. I'm not going to water it. Angelina can take care of it itself. Let those breakage wounds heal, and then I will water it, or the rain will water it. All these petals from the rose, eventually they will get stuck on the plants and will create all sorts of moldy conditions. Oh, look at my spirea. Ooh. So as you know, I told you before, I am growing spirea, a shrub, right? In this fabric bag here, spirea overwintered in winter there. And I'm not trimming it. I'm hoping that all these stiff stems will cascade down. Eventually will become too long to stand straight, although I'm not sure. Maybe I will just trim the top off, or maybe not, because then there would be a lot of bushy growth on top. And I'm trying to grow it cascading down, and looks like it's working. Spirea bush is behaving like a hanging plant. But my ageratum is not happy here in this morning sun, afternoon shade, because we have sun goes behind the house, and all this is in the afternoon shade, including Katrina rose, and Katrina rose doesn't like it. It's a very strong rose, but I see a little bit of black spots starting. But usually Katrina rose bounces back, no problem, and keeps happily living. Meanwhile, ageratum, you see how it's flopping? It is a sign that there is not enough sun to keep it going. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to move it to the front because I don't want this mess here. Oh, what I will do the rotation of my ageratum. I will bring the one from the front to here, and this I will bring to the front, which is a lot of more moving of heavy stuff. Let me see how heavy it is. It's not as heavy. All right, let me do that. This area needs to be organized. You see how I did that side? I kind of cascaded all the pots down because all this area is bare. So that's exactly what I'm going to do here. I will move this here. And this will go here. What if it's not going to perk up? Then I will stake it. Well, let's see how several days of full sun, what it's going to do to this ageratum. And this one is going back to my patio. Plant rotation. This tall ageratum, this is the first year I'm growing it in my garden. I like it. It's a little bit too robust. I was ready for a more airy plant, but you know, tall ageratum is tall ageratum. That's how it wants to grow. And what I like, there is one very interesting, cute feature about tall ageratum. When the evening comes, all these heads are nodding down in a very clear hook shape. And at the beginning I thought, oh my gosh, my ageratum doesn't have enough water. Let me go and get water and water it fast. And then I started to investigate, and those nodded heads are not wilted really. They do have all the strength of the stem, but for the night they just go down. And then when morning comes and the sun comes out, all my ageratum is just perking up and facing the sun again. Isn't that sweet? And here are the pollinators. They're waking up. Let's pay attention to my beautiful rose now. We need to shake it up a bit to get all the leaves down, all the petals down, and I know rosarians don't like to do that, but I like to get all the stuck petals between the branches too. I don't want them to get, oh, my bird. I guess there's no one there for now. It's important not to get all that petal congestion on the stems. Get it all out. All right. Some black spot leaves are here already. Not much. It's a very good year, I must say, for roses. We had such a cold winter that I think all the pests are dead. They didn't live through the winter, and now we have the most beautiful of the season of roses. Let me move my ducky out together with sedum. Give sedum more space. This is autumn joy sedum. Surprisingly, takes some shade well. I need to rotate it to give this side also some sun. Get all the petals out of here, because once they are white, they're beautiful, but then they get all brown and slimy, so that's not good for any plant. Okay, good. And the sun is coming into this area, so let me get the hat, the ladder, and we are going to deadhead this beauty. I think it looks much better now. So I deadheaded, took all the clusters of blooms out, shaped it up, shook my rose, and now my generous gardener is ready, maybe in a week, to get fertilized again. Meanwhile, this rose, this unknown beautiful rose, let's give it a deadheading too. And this rose keeps her blooms quite well. Didn't lose old blooms through the thunderstorm, which is lovely. And again, I don't know what rose it is. It's a charming little thing here. Does it have scent? It has just a soft little flower scent. Wonderful. This one is a little bit too old. Okay. All the petals, very good. And now we're ready to clean up all this mess. And all this goes straight into the garbage. I'm not keeping all the rose foliage, petals, whatever. It just goes straight into the garbage. And I took several branches of my tree and I found an abandoned nest there. So I wanted to take the whole cluster there, the whole branch, but you know what? The nest, let it be there and let birds come back. These strong side shoots are pulling all the stem, the main stem, together with them. So when all this cluster is finished blooming, I will just cut it right here somewhere or even deeper and be done with it. And will put my generous gardener tighter back to its foundation. Beautiful. The more I add of different interesting details to this very small and private area, the cozier it feels. I like it. Even this goose, right? This year we have that solid wattle foundation at the back, so you don't look at the messy stuff through the arch. It all is feeling quite good. Plus this water fountain. And Katrina rose is getting bigger and heavier every day. What a powerhouse of a rose. And right now it's probably 2 o'clock and the sun is just dipping around my house. So Katrina from now on is going to be in the shade. Imagine, even with this lack of sun, Katrina is performing this beautiful bloom. Beautiful rose. Well, thank you for spending time with me in the garden. I will see you in our next video. Happy gardening!